I didn't get no thumbs up though. I got a lot of love in the chat room though. Got a lot of love in the chat room. But I wasn't prepared for that. I was just complaining about the software acting up. Let me get back live. Let me get back in. I'm gonna see. I'm not gonna be able to talk to people in the chat room. Okay, here we are. Yeah, I was just complaining about the upgrade not working good. Give myself a chat room. Give myself a thumbs up. So I can get the distortion out. My pedal unplugged. There you go. The good news, the goodies. Let's see. Your hearts. Hey, give me a thumbs up. Nope. Save the hearts and give me a thumbs up. Nobody gave me. I got like 91 people, and I didn't get I didn't get no thumbs up. I'm just serious. I'm mad at you. Let me see what we have here. Let me get the distortion out. Oh, I turned that. I got one monitor's not on. Hold on. It's on. It's down or something. Not coming out. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Oh, it's not. I just had to come out. I had to come out of one stereo. Okay, as long as I'm not distorting. It's working fine. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. I used to play in the subway. I haven't been in the subway in a long time. I played on the streets of DC here for over 40 years, man. I'm getting tired. Hit the thumbs up though. You know how to hit the thumbs up right there? Hit the thumbs up. You're not hitting the thumbs up. I guess the thumbs up don't work in some people's computer. I'm serious. Oops. I ain't playing in a long time. Let's see, I'm just gonna go with one. I like my German grand too. Hold on. There it is. Oh my goodness. That one sounded better. I'll turn the reverb up. I don't think I used the music for this. I used this without the music. I learned this without the music. I play too fast. Oh, hold on. Let me get my hair. Let me get my hair. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my hair. Let me get my hair. Where's my hair? Get my hair. Where's my hair? I don't see my hair. I probably packed it up. I use this. Use my head wrap. Get some hair. I don't plan on going outside. Let's see. I'm gonna get my song list so I can run through my songs. I'm gonna do all of them I can remember. I play in the subway, right? I got the skin on the piano. Skin. Oh, thank you. Let's see. You gotta remember, I haven't played in a long time. And also, you got to remember, this is my left hand. On YouTube is backwards. No, wait a minute. No, it's coming out right. Oh, that's just on your phone. On my phone, it comes out backwards. I'm just looking at it. It's coming out right here now. If I can remember the song. Let's experiment like this. This is what I'm gonna do tomorrow morning. When I get up tomorrow, I'm gonna set up the cameras, set up everything, and just go start right here on our pads. Oh, this is a nice pad here with these three strings here. You know what? Let's see. If I can remember. Boy, I hate to get on the subway and forget all the songs. Turn around. Slow it down. Let's just run through and see what we have here. What's this? Oh, let's see. Let me see. D-Town, you gotta meet Matthew. You gotta meet Matthew. Matthew's my number one. He supported me during the pandemic when I got really discouraged doing there. back. I haven't played at night. I used to come at night. Actually, what time is it? This what time I used to come back at around 7 o'clock. And I used to get my little wine and my cannabis tea and chill out, you know. Time after time. Oh, distortion. Oh, man, I'm tired already. Yeah, time after time. Time after time. Let me see. I haven't played the piano in so long, man. It's a jazz standard. Jazz standard. Do nothing to you. Duke Ellington. I think it's Duke Ellington. Do nothing till you hear from me. Now, if I went in a subway and did that, my regular customers, they can tell that I was fumbling. Motown. Let's see. Oh yeah. So you got music in you got a lineage. I watched the Temptations, the movie. I was coming up. Matter of fact, we knew when that was going on. We knew that, and then when they broke up, David Ruffin and he took a couple of Temptations. Then it was two Temptations. I don't know if you're old enough. Your father's a Temptation. I'm 69. I just turned 69. My grandfather went to Tuskegee. And my step-grandfather was a Buffalo soldier. My grandfather went to, yes, David Ruffin is, oh, are you serious? Are you serious? Wow. That's amazing. Yes, that's something you should wear that with dignity. Wear that badge with dignity. My father's father was went to Tuskegee with a W.C. Handy. Never knew who is in your chat. Yeah, you never know. But I've been a street performer here in Washington D.C. I was playing music down the Smithsonian between the Monument and Capitol before when people had cameras. People used to take my picture. This is like going on for 40 years. And when the phones came out, I had to make a sign that says "Pictures not free." I have it hanging on a wall. Let me show you real quick. People used to take my picture and walk away without putting any money in there. And I got so upset. people people would take my picture and they didn't even want to talk to me. And I had to say, picture's not free. I had one that says iced tea, not lemonade. It said lemonade, not iced tea. Pictures are not free. And I had to say, pictures not free. And it's me right here playing in a subway. Yeah, 60 Minutes got me. This a guy, a friend of mine did charcoal. That was when my dreadlocks was real long. And Washington Post, I was on 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes took a picture of me. 60 Minutes did a story on me, and they didn't even ask me. They put me in a group with the homeless. Wow. But I used to play on the street, and people would take my picture, and then they'd walk away, and I say, excuse me, and I had to say, you dropped something, and then they turn around. And then I say, you dropped something in the cup, you took my picture, you dropped something in the cup. But anyway, somebody would always come after that and make it good. Yeah, I was on 60 Minutes. I was living on the street at the time. I was taking a sabbatical. I was living in abandoned buildings and roller skating. I was roller skating and playing a flute, living in abandoned buildings like a ninja. I would climb up the side of the building and go in the building. So they did, anyway, I have a long story of them. Washington, D.C. I don't know if you remember Hands Across America. We was a part of that, Hands Across America. Yeah. I just bought a pair of roller skates. Actually, hold on a minute. I hadn't roller skated in like 30, maybe 20 years. You got to remember, when I roller skated, it was 40 years ago. When I was roller skating back then, I was like, I was in my 20s. I roller skated, held on. I just bought these. You got to check out the story. There's a guy who was out west. He was the #1 roller skater. He was the guy that, skate, roll. They wanted to use his feet. His name was Bad. You need to look it up on YouTube. Type in Bad roller skater. And his name was B-A-D. And he was the guy that made all the moves. He was famous. And when they did a story on him, he went out and bought a pair of roller skates. And he hadn't been on his skates for like years. And he fell down. And he started crying. I just bought these. Matter of fact, they was fitting so tight. I had to take the insides out because it was pressing on my toe, and I cut this part off. But they fit like a glove now. But that was 20 years ago. And like when I put the skates on now, you see I gear up. Man, I used to skate so good, I used to grab hold to the back of the bus. And see, like now I need to use these to hold myself up. But matter of fact, I had a dream last night. And I have everything in my pads. I dreamed last night that I was skating. Matter of fact, I was doing some wild stuff. I was jumping. I was doing the extreme sports and skating at the same time. But yeah, like you said, what? So you're serious? What I want to do is get back on my skates for the exercise. Because matter of fact, yesterday I didn't do my warm-ups yesterday. Man, I was yawning all day and I was stiff. I was like, my muscles were in a knot. I stretched today, I feel better. But I vow to get back on my skates. Because, matter of fact, they used to call me roller skates downtown. And I used to roller skate in the morning. I used to roller skate with my saxophone and my flute. I played the flute and saxophone. I used to put that on my back, come out of abandoned building. It's a long story. Long story. I haven't played this in a long time. Let's see. Standards, jazz standards. Uh, Lenny Smith, he passed away. I heard a couple of musicians pass away recently. Lenny Smith, I'm not familiar, but then again, I just found out who Babyface was about 15 years ago. You know, so I'm saying I'm not good with names. Who was he with? Musician Lenny Smith. Lenny. What group was he with? Musician, singer? I don't know a lot of people. My sister married one of the Soul Searchers. They were high school sweethearts. Lloyd Pinchback. You know Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers? My sister was married. Matter of fact, my sister is a singer. I have singers, musical family. Years ago when Peaches and Herb was in high school, when Peaches was sick, my sister sat in for Peaches. He made a movie soundtrack. Oh yeah, okay. He's a producer. You know, one of my dreams is to make symphonic, soundtrack. You know, that's what I want to do. You know the guy that. Let's see if you're in. I gotta get the music. Hey, you know what? I need to brush up, right? But you guys are gonna make me get back on the piano. I haven't been practicing at all. Haven't been practicing at all. You know. But let me sign off with this one. I want to make soundtracks. That's what I want to do. When I'm watching a movie on YouTube, I go all the way to the end of the movie and listen to if I'm watching the movie and the music is not right, I don't care who's in it. If the music is jacked up, I can't watch it. I like, Escape from New York with the synthesizer. I like Waterworld. You know what's some really good music? I hate to say it. Lost in Space has some really good cinematic music. Waterworld, like I said, Escape from New York, Johnny Pneumatic, all them soundtracks like that. But what's I going to do? What I going to do? Let me sign off on this one. practice this before I go back to church. Man, I gotta practice. You guys encouraged me to get back on the piano, right? I gotta go. I gotta go because I'm tired. Like I said, I spent a couple of hours trying to get my password for Studio One and like all that software all morning long, and then Logic. That's why I say I'm through with the software, man. Another day, another day. But hey, do me a favor, put me in your ring the bell thing so you can see me when I come live. I usually come live in the morning. First thing in the morning. I usually come live in the morning. But you know what? I need to motivate myself to start coming live at night. Because YouTube tell me that people don't sign on until late. Because earlier, the first time I saw it was 91 people that came through. And that's a record for me. But thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for you don't know how you help some people sometimes. You don't know encouraging word could really help somebody. You know, you don't know how you affect other people. You know, it's like the butterfly effect. You don't know, you help one person or you say something, encourage word to one person, and that helps that person, and you could help somebody well, you're helping somebody. I don't know, where you from? Where you at? I'm here in Washington, D.C. Where you at? Matthew is in Washington State, and he's a nice young man. I'm gonna say this and I hope nobody don't get offended. He's a white dude, but in my neighborhood, this white dude would not be considered white. In the neighborhood I grew up in, when I went to high school, he wouldn't have been considered white. He would be considered a brother. He would be considered. You know, his skin looks white and his hair he looked like a white person, but as far as in my neighborhood, he would have been black. You know, he's a brother. He really encouraged me. I turned on notifications. All right, hey, let me go. Peace of love, peace of hair grease, peace of roast beef. You really encouraged me. I need to pull these skates out too, man. These things, 40 years ago, I would have lived for this. I would have grabbed hold to the back of the bus. Matter of fact, I tell people the distance. I used to could roller skate a couple of miles. I put it this way: in 7 minutes, you wouldn't believe it. In 7 minutes, I told people how far I got in 7 minutes. They didn't believe me. I could skate all the way across town. 7 minutes. 15 minutes, I could get. I was roller skating. They used to call me roller skating king. There was like 4, 5 of us. It was an old man. It was my age years ago, and it was 3 other guys. A guy named Mustard, a guy that was a dispatcher. You know. Anyway, I'm gonna talk your ear off. Thank you for the encouragement. He called me Mr. Piano. My real name is Carlton. 6'9". Thank you for the encouragement. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay. Get something to eat. I'm actually in detox. Actually, I'm slowing down on drinking beer, and I'm not going to be using them vapes as much. I'm going to smoke regular weed and get back to my therapy. You know, it's not called weed. That's a propaganda word for it. You know, propaganda. I'm out. See ya. Thanks for the encouragement. I'm gone. I was looking to see how many people came in. Thank everybody for showing up. I'm out. Thank you very much. See you next time.